Alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to our third tutorial. Today here we have a kind of a half-made beat. So I guess first let's take a listen. So if you guys noticed, we do have a melody in this beat, as well as some chords and some percussion. But what this beat is really missing is some lower end, so some of the lower frequencies. And today in this video, that's what we're going to be covering: how to make the lower frequencies. So in hip hop, generally the lower sounds are introduced by an 808. So 808 is a melodic instrument, but on the lower end of the sound spectrum. So if we take a listen here, the melody is pretty high and the percussion isn't exactly low, so we're going to need some lower sounds to help fill out the whole song.
Alright, so for the 808, I went online, found a sample pack. I'm using the Ginseng Sample Pack Volume 3, and I chose this 808. Sounds pretty nice. Honestly, when you're choosing 808s, you can kind of choose any one you want. As long as you do the right things to it, any 808 will pretty much sound really good. So first, you would just want to cut south. Just click that. You don't really have to play with this too much. Only in certain cases if you really want to change the 808. So let's just listen to the beat we have. So this is clearly in the key of E. So you want to start way high, like I'm going right here at E8, not like E4, because here you can actually hear the tone better. So I'm just going to start it here and just start. You can honestly just, as long as you're using the notes on the scale, it'll work out just fine. So let's just hear what this will sound like. So far it sounds pretty organized. It sounds like it could work. Really, you want to just get the more simple parts down before you make anything more complicated. And then I do believe the chord changes. Yeah, so the chord does change, so I'm going to do the next note right here. Like that would be okay. So what I did here was I double clicked it and made it a slide note. So when it goes down and it's more sustained, you'll hear it go down here, and then at this time it'll slide up So I don't know how it'll sound, but let's just see. I think that one will work out. And so yeah, you could honestly just take slides and put them anywhere, as long as they're on rhythm, and it will likely sound like it's part of the song. I think that. And once you have the tone or like the notes right, you can just slide it down and see how it sounds. So I took it out, and so if you want the 808 to instantly shut down instead of sustain, you could put a really small note down there, and so here's the note. You just want to slide it all the way down. Oh, sorry, not this one. Click this, slide it down like that. So. Anywhere, you could just take one note like that, and then here you slide the velocity all the way down, and then it'll completely shut off, and that can create some cool effects sometimes. So here we just have a pretty solid 808 sound. It adds a lot to the song. It just fills out all the frequencies that you can hear and just makes it sound more complete.
All right, so now that we've made the 808, we want to put it into our song. So just click on the 808 and we can click it right into the song. Put it into track 4. Right, and let's take a listen how it fits in. So it completes the song really well. There's a much fuller range of frequencies that we can hear, which is good. So now let's go onto the mixer page. So we've already put the 808 in, it's right here, and we have an effect on it. So basically what effects are is you can put effects on your sound to kind of change the way that they sound in your music. So after you make all your sounds here on the main page, we can go to the mixer and try to mix our song so that it sounds better. So the Fruity Limiter, what is this? All right, so let's just see it in action first of all. All right, so basically what it is we have an 808, which is mostly lower frequencies, but we also have the kick, which is also lower frequencies. And because they're both such low frequencies, they can mix and sound bad together really easily. So what the limiter does is it makes so that our 808 becomes softer when our kick kicks. So basically, when we play it, we can change these notes to change how softer the 808, how much softer the 808 is when there is kick. So by changing these knobs right here, we've been playing around, we can find the ideal ratio of 808 to kick. So we've already done that, and this is only after we sidechain it, of course, but we already explained it on the previous tutorial, so please refer to that one. So these purple patches right here, if you can see them, all these little purple patches are where there is kick, and it's also where there is 808, but it's where the 808 has been removed to make room for the kick. That makes more sense. All right, so if we feel that the 808 is too soft, we can add some effects onto it. So some really basic ones include the Fruity Compressor, which if we just click onto it, we can turn up the gain, which so it just makes it better. let's replace this with another one. Let's replace it with pretty fast dist. So as you can tell, this is going to have a really big effect on the sound. So it distorts it much more, and let's see how it sounds when we turn this thing down. So it sounds much less distorted with this. We can also mess around with other knobs. So I'm not really too
Hopefully it'll
familiar with this plugin, but
So I know a lot of people have issues. Especially I had this issue too. So you make the 808, you make it work with the song, but then you realize the 808 either sounds too high or too low. So in this case, I shifted the notes down. I shifted the whole thing down a couple semitones, and this is what it sounds like now. So clearly, these notes, you can barely even hear them because they're so low. I don't like that. So what you can do if you want to make the 808 sound better, you can just completely change the whole song and shift everything up a couple semitones. So for this one, let's say you shifted up 1, 2, 3 semitones. You go to all your other melodies, shift it up 3 semitones. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. Oops. Sorry, I already shifted up. And then here, shift it up 1, 2, 3. So in this case, now these lower ones, you can hear them a little better, but let's say you still want to move it up 1 more or 2 more. You move it up 2 more semitones. You take this one, move it up 2 more semitones. Take the lead, move it 2 more semitones up. Now I think that's perfect, so I'm going to leave it there.
alright, hello everybody. Welcome back to our third tutorial. Today here we have a kind of a half-made beat. So I guess first let's take a listen. So if you guys notice, we do have a melody in this beat, as well as some chords and some percussion. But what this beat is really missing is some lower end, so some of the lower frequencies. And today in this video, that's what we're going to be covering, how to make the lower frequencies. So in hip hop, generally the lower sounds are introduced by an 808. So 808 is a melodic instrument, but on the lower end of the sound spectrum. So if we take a listen here, the melody is pretty high and the percussion isn't exactly low. So we're going to need some lower sounds to help fill out the whole song.